afternoon, everybody. I think the weather was pretty questionable this morning, but I think it's safe to say God is shining down on Wayne County as we are here for this very, very special and momentous day. Thank you to each of you that have joined us. For those of you tuning in to Channel 10 to watch this, and those of you, of course, viewing live, you are in for a treat. You're going to hear some from very special guests, and those of you that are here, we're going to get to see the inside of this state-of-the-art facility.
As I heard this building kind of construction going on, I kind of thought that, like, I don't know if you ever saw the movie Field of Dreams back in 1989. If you build it, they will come. I'm sure I probably kind of made that muffed a little bit. And I said, you know, that really does apply in a variety of situations if you're thinking about building a movie theater or if you're building an athletic field. But I just said it didn't seem appropriate to apply to a hospital or new operating room unless you look at it at a deeper level, unless you look at it in the context of how health care is actually given. If you build it, they will come. It implies 4 foundations or cornerstones. I think it's kind of appropriate since the building's been erected here. And those 4 I thought would be vision, thought, hard work, and resources. As you can see, there's been a lot of thought, hard work, and resources, but it all started with a vision. And I thought that vision was very profound. I've been practicing obstetrics and gynecology here for the last 19 years. And I've seen many changes in our operating room facilities during that time frame. But after going through and touring today, the facility, they all seem to pale in comparison. And I think that the new changes awaiting us in this new facility will herald an advancement in surgical care right here in Wayne County. The design of the OR space, the surgical suites, the nursing stations, the patient rooms, I think they've all been thoughtfully engineered to maximize efficiency and contribute to a comfortable patient experience. The OR suites are larger, they have state-of-the-art equipment, allowing the physicians to treat more patients locally instead of sending them outside of the area for surgical care. The nursing stations are centrally located, allowing better communications with patients and assistance to their needs in a timely manner. And the patient care room, the universal patient room, is a concept that keeps patients in the same rooms before and after their surgery is completed. The goal of this is to make for a more comfortable environment for patients and families or friends to stay connected and informed with the patient. As our mission statement states, patients first, quality health care close to home.
Several months ago, we did form a new mission statement that really Dr. Nichols presented to you a few minutes ago, but you really need to learn about a mission statement. As patient first, quality health care, close to home. And this surgical center represents that close to home.
I was thinking this morning about my dad. And he was an old country doctor, he really was. And being the only family physician in northern end of Wayne County, he had a brutal schedule. He was either treating his patients in his office, making house calls, and he really did that, or he was delivering babies, both at home and at the old hospital and this hospital as well. I seldom got to see him, you know, he'd come in, take a shower, and eat breakfast, and go start the day again. But occasionally he would say, son, come ride with me. And I'd go to some of his house calls, and sometimes I'd go in, sometimes I wouldn't. And we'd go to the old hospital. And we'd always park around back because he went into the old ED, which is in the back. And you leave me in the car. You could do that in the early 60s. You can't do that anymore. But even at that young age, I looked at that building, and it struck me. I said, and I asked him sometime later, I said, Daddy, why do you go to work in such an old building? He said, son, that's all the county can afford right now. Well, lo and behold, he told me, he says, in a few years we'll have another one. And we did, because we're all standing here where it is. And he took so much pride in this facility, and he was so excited when it was built. So when we cut this ribbon today, he's watching. Again, as we cut the ribbon, it's yet another step to the quality of life of Wayne County. The county's been working closely with the municipalities and this hospital to improve the quality of life for all Wayne County citizens. We want our kids to stay here. And this is yet another step in the right direction. But I can assure you this, It won't be the last.
And so for 122 years, this hospital, maybe not in this location, but has been providing services in our community. So that's phenomenal, just that in itself.
We are proud of the capabilities that this center will bring to our community and the way it supports our surgical team's efforts to offer comprehensive and advanced surgical care.